Hello everyone, welcome to TGIF, where we are encapsulating another episode with the tech brilliance in next 5 minutes. So what are we discussing today? So how the world would have looked if there would have been an security and the trust with every single digital interaction that you are making. And the answer to that is Microsoft Entra product family. So today we have Amit Anand who will shed some light on Microsoft Entra private access, which is the feature out of Microsoft Entra product family. Welcome to TGIF, Amit Anand.
Thank you, Vishakha.
Amit, could you help us understand what exactly is the Microsoft Entra private access?
So basically, Microsoft Entra Private Access is a feature, is a capability within Microsoft Entra product family. So it basically deals over like how we can access private applications, okay, from an identity perspective, okay. So what it is like, we actually help us provide identity-centric ZTNA so that the customers can access private access with lots of controls and security.
Right.
Okay. Whether those applications are there inside their corporate network or if it is there in maybe in some other clouds, we can actually enforce lots of controls over that so that even when they are not using VPN, they can still use their applications over internet through Microsoft Entra Private Access.
Right.
Okay.
So how Microsoft is providing a better platform with this when it comes to the application security for our customers?
See, if you see like accessing those applications on-premises applications is not quite new. Okay, Microsoft has already been providing a way to access their on-premises web applications through Microsoft Entra application proxy.
Right.
So what we did with the help of Microsoft Entra Private Access, we just expanded that capability to other applications as well. So ideally, there are three important capabilities of Microsoft Entra Private Access. One is identity-centric ZTNA.
Okay.
Okay. The second one is like wherein we can enforce security through conditional access. Okay. And third one is like we have granular control over like the processes, the processes, applications, devices on who can access what. Okay. Exactly. We can have individual controls over like in individual applications. We can have that kind of controls.
Right. Yes. I think this sounds pretty interesting. It would be great if we could see in real time how we could actually define all these accesses and the control. Yes. Yeah, let's get into the demo with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so how we start with, first we'll go to intra.microsoft.com and there we'll go to Microsoft Global Secure Access section under this connectors, and there we need to actually install Microsoft Entra application proxy connector. Okay, so once we do that, next what we will do is, you can see that it is active right now. Next, we need to create a quick access application, and here you can see that I have actually created one application here in the application segment. I have put that, okay, these are my destination IP addresses, wherein these devices on these IP addresses can be accessed using 3389, that is RTP port. Or for that matter, I also have one IP address wherein I can access it on port SSH. Okay, once we have this particular application configured, I can go to edit application settings, and here it will come up wherein I can assign users. So you can see that how we are bringing identity here, and from that here we will go to conditional access and we can actually configure conditional access here. Okay, so you can see that I have created a conditional access here, and if I directly go to that particular conditional access, this is what I'm doing. I'm providing the target resource here, okay, as quick access. You can see it is the same application there, and then here we are granting in grant access we have enforced the different controls like device to be marked as compliant or require MFA. Okay, all of these things are there, and then we can simply switch on this particular conditional access policy. What I'm not doing right now is I'm not switching it on, I'm just made it as report only. But since this configuration is done, and then finally we also need to enable the traffic forwarding. Here we need to enable this private access profile. We need to go to this particular connect traffic forwarding, and we can do that. Now once it is done, what we can do is, you notice that in the quick access there is one IP address range that I have mentioned. This is my laptop which is here, okay, and let's say I need to connect. If I go to this IP address, yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention, it actually requires this particular global secure access client as well, okay. This is a prerequisite. So once I do that, if I just open my IP address, if I just go to Windows PowerShell and I open my IP address, okay, here you can see it is not there in Azure, it is installed locally, whereas this particular machine that I have simulated as my on-premise network, it is there in Azure. Now once I click on connect, it will actually configure, it will help me connect to that particular remote machine which is there on Microsoft Azure, okay. So if I just enter my password, yeah, and you can see that I can actually now access my on-premises network, which is right now simulated in Microsoft Azure, without any VPN client.
I think this is pretty interesting and very simple at the same time, Amit. Thank you so much for coming to TGIF today.
Thank you, Vishakha.
Bye everyone.
Yeah. Bye bye.